In this example, we're going to perform long division to find the quotient and remainder, but we're also going to write it in a different form for the answer. So what we would do for this one, we'd perform our long division. So we have the x plus 3, and we're dividing that into the 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 9. Notice we are missing a power of x, like the x to the first. So we could write our dividend as a 3x cubed minus 4x squared, and you could either put a space or you could put a place marker like a plus 0x plus 9, because that 0x, that's just 0, so that doesn't change the dividend. So now we perform our long division. So looking at the leading terms of our dividend and divisor, so we divide the 3x cubed by that x, and we get 3x squared. And that'll be the first term of our quotient. And multiply that 3x squared times our divisor, so 3x squared times x, that'll be 3x cubed. Oops. And then the 3x squared times the 3, that'll be plus 9x squared. Subtract that. The first terms cancel, of course. And then we get the negative 4x squared minus the 9x squared, so that'll be negative 13x squared. Bring down the next term. And then you divide the leading term of that, the negative 13x squared, by the x. So that'll give us negative 13x. And that'll be the next term in our quotient. And then you multiply that negative 13x times the x plus 3. So negative 13x times x, that'll be negative 13x squared. And then negative 13x times 3, so negative 39x. Subtract that. Of course, the first terms cancel. And then you get 0x minus a negative 39x, so that'll be plus 39x. So that'll be 39x plus 9. And then divide that 39x by the x. And we get 39, so that'll be the last term in our quotient. And then multiply the 39 times the x plus 3, so 39 times x will be that 39x. And then 39 times 3, let's see, so that'll be what? 117. Subtract that. So the first terms again cancel, so you get 9 minus 117, so that'll be negative 108. So our quotient in this case is the 3x squared minus 13x plus 39. Our remainder is a negative 108. Now remember, one way to write the answer is when they just ask for the quotient and the remainder to have those separate. Or that when you have your dividend, well, actually, let me just write it in words. So the dividend divided by your divisor, that's equal to your quotient plus your remainder divided by your divisor. So it may ask you to write it in this form. So in this case, our answer would be that the 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 9 divided by that x plus 3 is equal to our quotient, the 3x squared minus 13x plus 39, plus our remainder, the negative 108, divided by our divisor, the x plus 3. So that's the way you would write the answer if they ask you to write it in the form of the quotient plus a remainder divided by the divisor.